Grand Rising, everybody. Good morning, good morning. Good morning, my beautiful sister Tiffany in the house. Hello, hello. How are you today? Welcome, 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 everyone. What a beautiful, lovely day. Here we are, February the 23rd. Happy Hump Day. How are you doing today, Miss Tiffany? It's so good to have you here. Welcome, everybody else. If you are new, my name is Jamaica. Welcome to Earth Angels Heaven Sent. This is a blessing to have you here. This is the place, space, and time where we come together Monday through Friday, setting the intention to nourish ourselves, focusing on the art of self-care. Through mind, body, spirit, we do a guided meditation, do a little bit of an inspirational reading, and then we pull some oracle cards just to kind of sum it up. And somehow, miraculously, every day so far, we always get to see magic and how it all comes together and works so beautifully. So welcome, welcome, welcome. Good morning, my beautiful Kelly. Good morning, Angela, my sister. I was just in the tail end. I'm finishing up your reading, and I will have that out to you within an hour or so after the show. So I'm working on putting that together for you, just the videoing part of it. I've already got the reading together. I just need to put it onto a tape for you, sweetie. So I'll have that out to you ASAP. Apologize for the doggies. They're over there wanting to play. Let me go let Miss Princess really quick. Come over here and lay down, sweetheart. Let's lay down and relax while we're on here. And then you guys can play. They're having so much fun. They're at a play date right now. We're doing some house sitting and they're having such a good time. So good morning, Kelly. Grand Rising, sister. Grand Rising. Grand Rising, Kelly over in TikTok. Thank you for being over there and always sharing the love. Send my love to Vanna and monitoring for us on all the platforms. I'm so grateful for you. You're such a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful light in my life. Every one of you are such beautiful lights in my life. And I really am so grateful for each and every one of you. So good morning, Brenda. Good morning, sweetheart. I love it. Everybody's popping on, giving everything a few minutes. It's almost like turning on the signal. We're turning on the angel signal, sending out the signal, calling in the tribe, calling in everybody, all of our beautiful energies that want to come together with us, especially when we do this beautiful guided meditation. When we go into our meditation, it's so powerful when we have that group setting working together. And it's such a blessing to get to be on here streaming onto TikTok. I get to stream onto the YouTube and I get to stream onto Facebook all simultaneously, which is so amazing because we get to just, again, spread that energy out, right? Get really wide and big and allow this energy to come together in that oneness and assist us. So welcome. If you're new, like I said, we're going to get into doing a short little guided meditation this morning. We like to practice our tools, the tools we've been given here on the Morning Brew. And one of those tools is our ability to just stop and be still for a moment. And to understand that we all came into this beautiful human experience. We're all spiritual beings who are here having a human experience. And within this beautiful temple, this beautiful vessel, we have right here in this center of our being, in this heart space of ours, we have this wonderful little GPS system. All of us came in with this beautiful GPS, God positioning, guidance positioning system, however we want to look at it. But there's a beautiful little space right here. I like to call it the Cave of Wonders. For me, it's my beautiful crystal Cave of Wonders that I know that's my place of divine inspiration, divine guidance that I can go to anytime, any place, any space. And I do go to every day with the question of just what is mine to do today? And from this place and understanding that when we open our minds, we open our hearts. Thank you so much, Brenda. Thank you so much for that. Thank you. We open our hearts when we open those hearts up, right? and we are open to receiving whatever it is that comes through. When this is our place that we can release judgment, we can come into this with no judgment, no fears, no worries, and just allow whatever information comes through, comes through. And a reminder that we are all beautiful, unique, individual expressions, right? From that source, all of us experience in our own unique, beautiful way. Some of us may hear, feel, see, smell, sense, know. Whatever it is that comes to you, it's just right for you. And that's the beauty of just understanding that we just set that intention of being open to whatever it is that needs to come through, whatever it is that's going to assist us for our highest good today, to come from this beautiful, beautiful cave of wonders, our heart center, and allow ourselves to receive that information. So, I will guide you guys in. If you haven't done this before with us, welcome. We start with the dry bathe. If you are driving or operating equipment or heavy machinery at work or something like that, and you can't really get into the meditation, I invite you to still just follow along and listen. Still ride the wave of this beautiful energy, because you can still tap into this just wonderful energy that we're all tapping into here, this love that we're tapping into. And you know that you can come back and rewatch the replay. You can always join us on the YouTube for replay or on Facebook for replay. If you're watching on TikTok, it's the same handle as the TikTok, Earth Angels Heaven Sent, on both of those. And or you can just guide yourself into this just through listening this and understanding this is something you can practice on your own. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do is that dry bathe, like I said. So if you're not familiar, dry bathing is just like, static cling. If you've ever been walking around and you touch a piece of metal and you get that little shock, that ding, right? That's static cling. That's energy that has stuck to our energy field and it's created that little spark, that reaction with us touching that metal surface. We attract and absorb energies like that all the time. So it is something that's super important. And I do highly recommend practicing dry bathing daily, especially if you're out working in the workforce and you have to go out into the world. I'm so blessed to get to work at home and in my beautiful sacred space. But sometimes I have to go out into the world too. I have to go get groceries and I get to go out and socialize, And it's important. It's something that I do, man. Before I go into a situation, I dry bathe. Before I leave, after I leave, grocery stores, department stores, gatherings of any sort, I do a dry bathe. Thank you so much for those followers, you guys. Thank you. Thank you. So dry bathing, super easy. Right hand, left shoulder. Come on down and just do a swoop and just feel that energy like, whew, just like you're dusting yourself off. Same thing, left hand, right shoulder. Swooping it, right? Just doing a swoop, swoop. Grand Rising, Christy, I'm so glad you're here, my beautiful sister. And then the same thing across our body. We're going to go right hand, left shoulder, come on down across the body, just like a crisscross. Doing a crisscross across ourselves. We're just dusting ourselves off, basically. We're getting rid of any excess energy we don't need. And then I want you guys to connect to your energy. I want you to just take a minute really to feel you, the power of you. Okay, so take your hands and just rub them together for a moment. Let's rub them together. Do a little vigorous rub them. Feel that heat, that friction. Stop. Pull them apart. Feel that warmth, the tingling, the sensation. There's some type of sensation happening there. All of us can feel it. It may feel like magnets. It may just feel like, it's just the warmth of your palms. But that's that energy between that heat happening, right? Anyone ever seen a heat mirage? You see the energy. That's really seeing energy working, right? Feeling that between our palms. That's you. That's the energy of you. So I invite you now to take your palms and either place them on your heart center and you're right through that beautiful GPS center, if that's comfortable. If it's not comfortable, even placing just your palms up, resting them comfortably in your lap. And I invite you to go ahead and close your eyes and just start with taking a few deep breaths. Take a deep breath in and slowly release and relax. Take a deep breath in Slowly, deep, relax, release, let go, allowing yourself to just come into that physical body, into this present, the presence of the presence of your temple, your human experience. And one more deep breath in, feeling those lungs expand with that life force energy. And as you exhale, releasing and relaxing into that body, into this moment, into the present. And I invite you now with your next few breaths to use the power of your consciousness, the power of your mind and thought, to consciously start to breathe in the golden energy, breathing in golden light, breathing in that warmth into your chest, feeling it expand. As you exhale, slowly releasing, softening, relaxing. Each breath in, you feel that golden energy, that warmth, as it circulates, bathing each cell of your body in that warm energy. As you feel it circulate through the body, you feel that golden energy circulating, that warmth all the way down into the bottom of your feet. You feel that golden energy coming all the way up through your legs. Each breath, feeling it come up through your abdomen, your chest, your throat, through your mind, bathing your third eye, bathing your mind, bathing your crown. That beautiful golden energy, soft, warm, wrapping you in a beautiful blanket. I invite you with the next few breaths to use the power of your mind again to bring the attention down to the bottom of your feet. And just set the intention for that beautiful golden energy now to root, to grow roots. That energy, you feel it coming right out the bottom of your feet and going down into the beautiful Mother Earth. Down, making a connection. You may feel the sensations even of warmth, coolness, dampness, dryness as your energy, that golden energy goes down and just takes root with Mother Earth, setting the intention to connect with the core of Mother Earth, that beautiful grounding energy of Mother Earth, asking Mother Earth for her assistance in grounding us and connecting us to her beautiful warmth. And as you feel that beautiful, beautiful energy connect, you can feel that connection to the core. You feel that warmth come up through the bottom of your feet. That golden energy now flowing so wonderfully to that core through your body, securely grounding you. I invite you now to use the power of your mind, the power of consciousness, to set the intention to visit your heart center. Set the intention to visit your beautiful GPS, your cave of wonders, whatever that is for you, but that heart space within. And with your next few breaths, you're going to see a set of stairs come into your mind's eye, your vision, or you're going to just see, feel, know. There's a light within that space calling you deeper within. Each breath as you exhale, you start to descend down, down, and down into that beautiful heart space, that beautiful divine connection. There's a warm, loving light at the bottom, a warm, gentle energy calling you to that space. You know this to be your sacred space. As you reach that light, you reach that beautiful energy that's yours. I invite you in this place to bring that question. This is your time, your space. What is yours to do? Or whatever it is that you want to ask. Be open and allow it to come. Just take deep breaths in and out, allowing the flow of the energy to gently bring us the message that is for our highest good today. No judgment, just allowing it to come. I invite you to spend a few moments in this heart center and invite the feeling of gratitude into your consciousness. Invite the feeling of gratitude into your heart, the frequency, the vibration. Gratitude for your ability to be such a beautiful spiritual being, having such a wonderful human experience. Your ability to consciously come within to your personal guidance space right here, your connection to the divine, the one, the ultimate wisdom, the infinite possibilities right here within you. And you have the conscious ability to tap into this at any time. This is your place of power. Allow the gratitude to come forth with the realization of the power you hold, the peace you hold in this space, the love you hold in this space, the light you hold in this space, joy you hold in this space, the beauty you hold in this space, the power you are is in this space. So I invite you to, with that gratitude and that feeling, to know that this is your sacred space that you can return to anytime. That we are only here for a few moments together in this beautiful group setting, but this is your sacred space to return and receive that guidance and to just bathe in the glory of the feeling of the amazingness of this space. To bathe in the glory of your light and your love right here. To bathe in your peace right here. So I just invite you to give that gratitude in this space, knowing that you can return, honoring this beautiful place of yours, knowing that you can return here at any time. I invite you to make your way back to those stairs that led you here, or just simply setting that intention to come back out of the heart center and back into shifting back into our physical bodies, bringing ourselves back into the 3D world, back up, 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 out of that heart center, back up into our body, into the physical now, up, up, up to my voice, up into the total returning into this space, place, and time. Start with wiggling your fingers, your toes, your shoulders, your arms, and when you're ready, opening your eyes and fully returning to now. Namaste. Welcome back. I hope that was beneficial for you all. as beneficial for you as it was for me, because that was wonderful. Hi, Maddie. How are you? Thank you, Roy. Thank you. Namaste. Namaste. Thank you, Tiffany. Thank you. Thank you, Andrea. How is everybody doing today? Nice and grounded. And man, I am just loving this energy that's happening. I feel so refreshed and revived and renewed. And I think it's so fabulous. Yesterday, we had such wonderful manifestation portals, right? These manifestation portals opening. And I have to tell you guys, I was on my Facebook today, and I have several Muggle friends who I don't even know this morning. I was just like, okay, did I wake up in a whole new world? I think I did. I think we flipped the switch, you guys, completely. Like even right now, I'm even kind of getting these like the joyful tears because I had several posts and several people's just things, but the one of them that really got me was um, somebody that I know that just literally was like, okay, oh my gosh, this all happened in one day. It's like, did I really just wake up in a whole new world? And then what was great is they said, and what's really crazy is I had this reading a while back, and everything is just on point with exactly the way it pointed out. And I was just like, oh, and this particular person was just not really the biggest believer per se before this. So I'm like, do you guys see it's happening? It's happening. It's happening as we elevate in our consciousness. Everybody's getting the effects. It's raining down and blessing everybody in such beautiful ways. So, Maddie says the picture revealed, and it was an orange flower with green grass. Does that mean? Okay. From there, I floated up with a white dress in my third eye space. So, hang on, let's see here. Let me come back up here. Yesterday, kind of sad because I saw a snake and the picture that started to uncover. Okay, so I'm glad I went back and got all of that, Maddie. So, sweetheart, yes, of course it all has meaning. Today, my stairs changed into a roller coaster, into a pool. Okay. The picture revealed there was an orange flower with green grass. Does that mean anything? Okay, I think I got the whole picture now. And I'm just going to throw out there what I'm getting for the interpretation of that for you, and what, what resonates will and won't, I don't know. But the snake yesterday, so that's interesting. So a lot of times people, we get in this fear of the snake. We get like, right? But really a snake is it's a beautiful representation, because the snake is all about rebirth. And the snake is all about healing as well. If you even, which I find this so interesting, because the snake, if you look even on the back of ambulances, if you look on medical stuff, it's a rod with angel wings and the snake coming up of it, right? It's a very healing, actually, energy. The snake is all about healing, and it's about transformation, and it's about rebirth. And a snake, literally, right, it sheds its old skin, and completely a snake is constantly, it's such a beautiful representation of how we are always in transformation, and we are always shedding old skin and coming into new healings, new understandings. And so you're coming into these new, you have been making such huge strides in your ability to stop and gather information through these meditations, right? So you are shedding skin. That's a very powerful representation of the work that you've been doing. And then your stairs changing into a roller coaster, into a pool. So what I would say to me, the first thing that jumps out, and again, everything is all about your, what resonates with you, and what do you think that, what do you feel that really means? But a roller coaster and an into a pool, I take water is always that representation of emotional in emotions, period. Emotions are liquid. They're energy in motion, like my beautiful sister Kelly, right? Energy in motion. And that's why water is always a representation of emotion, because it's always fluid. It's always in motion, moving, right? So if it was a roller coaster into a pool, I would kind of take that as a representation of maybe right now you're emotionally kind of experiencing a roller coaster of emotions, because you are rebirthing, because you're in this transformation, you're having this roller coaster of things happen. And it's okay. Ride the wave, baby. Ride the emotions. Surf those emotions. Let those tears come. Let that joy come. Let the sadness come. It's okay if you get a little sad, go into that and let that come out, because it's if you got a little sad when you seen that snake, there's a representation of maybe that's an emotion of sadness that's ready to be released within you. And then that's a little bit of the roller coaster that's happening within you there. So it's time this energy is allowing you to release it. And then I love that you said the picture, and then it revealed that there was an orange flower, because again, the color orange is very representational of the sacral chakra. The sacral chakra is all about emotion. It's our first point of emotion. So it's all about that emotional thing right there, emotional. And that coming into a flower with the beautiful green grass. Green grass is our heart center too, right? Our heart chakra is the color green. So I'm going to say that's a balancing. It's a representation that even though you feel like you're on a roller coaster right now, keep doing this work, because you're balancing and you're going to come into that healing rather than it being a wonky it's this beautiful flower creating and expressing in wonderful ways. From there, I floated into a white dress into my third eye space. And then that's just the representation again of, I think, as you clear physically and you clear your emotions and you get yourself in alignment, you're able to come higher into a higher consciousness of yourself. You're coming into alignment with your higher self through that healing. So wow, that really makes sense. Okay, awesome. It was, and I understand that, and that's okay. And I'm so glad that you bring this stuff up, because you're not the only one that experiences these types of things. We get a snake or we get this and it's fearful. And I guarantee there's others. So thank you for being willing to have the courage to share that and to express where you're at, so that we can all learn together. It's about us all being able to really understand and learn. And if any of that resonates with anybody else, then that means that was there for you too. That was an answer for you too. All right, my Kelly Alexander over here said, I was told in Sacred Heart Space today to follow my heart. Yes, I love it. And she says, yes, the snake is about shedding old skin, releasing old belief systems. Exactly. And Kelly also says, it's sometimes also sad that we release old things of what we have always known, but release it with emotion, because your body is making room for new to come in where the old is being released. Exactly, sister. Exactly. And that's very true too. Thank you so much, Kelly, for bringing that into play. You guys, as crazy as this sounds, okay, we come into this awakening. When we shed an old skin, that old part of us, there is a part of us that dies, right? There's those old beliefs, those old thoughts, those things that did serve us. They served us until now. And there is a grieving that we shouldn't, it's not like we have to sit around, oh God, I want it back. And no, but like you said, that's part of the human experience, is to get to, there's a loss there. There was an old, releasing of and letting go. And it is important to not pretend we don't have that, but to honor. When we come into that honoring of those old things, we're able to ride that wave and release that sadness, rather than saying, oh gosh, I don't want to feel sadness. Oh, I shouldn't feel sad over that. That's silly. No, we get whatever our emotions are, we need to honor them. And that's how we keep from repressing them and then getting them experience over and over, right? So releasing them is real ease. We come into real ease when we release them, right? So, and sometimes it doesn't feel easy when we come into ease because we're used to not being at ease too. And there's like a weirdness with that. So we just got to be kind with ourselves. All right. TD says, wow. Let's see. Hang on. Let me go back in. It makes me very sleepy. Oh, hang on. I think I missed a comment. I think the comment was about making me sleepy. And no, it's not bad if it makes you sleepy. That is another thing I want to point out to people. A lot of times, we judge, like, even if you do go into a meditation and you fall asleep. I fell asleep. Good. Hallelujah. That means, and what an honor. Like, okay. There may be other teachers or people or things that would get offended, not me. I'm like, that is such an honor to hear that you were able to come into a comfortable enough place within that you fully relaxed. You fully allowed your wholeness just to be swept up into that meditative state. There's nothing wrong with that. I promise you. If anything, it's so beautiful. It's a beautiful honor. And sometimes we do that and we think, oh gosh, I fell right asleep and I didn't get nothing. I've even done that in guided meditations myself, where you're supposed, you're kind of following along and it's a workshop type thing. You're supposed to be doing this, or this in the, guiding like I do you guys, and you fall asleep. That's okay, because on that subconscious level, even though you may not consciously think that you were getting anything, that you just fell asleep, it was still going on. Like, you were just so deeply into it. And it might come back later even, and it might not, but there was things happening. There was shifts. And that's a beautiful chemical reaction that happens physically within the body as well. That is just, it's so beautiful. It brings our body into an ability to heal. And that's just the truth of it. When we get that relaxed, we are in full surrender of the flow, and each cell and everything in our body can do exactly what it needs to do, because it's not having to respond to us trying to do things with it, right? That's why it's so important for us to do this stuff, so our bodies can do what it's made to do by itself, heal naturally and come into alignment. So thank you for sharing that. Thank you. All right, guys. Subconsciously, you do exactly. I love it. That says you feel safe and completely for that experience. Exactly. And it's an honor to me. That's another thing too. Like, and things happen, like when you yawn. If we start yawning during meditations or yawning during things, there's actually a chemical reaction. Now, I was taught in school that means you just not enough oxygen to your brain. And that's a part of it. That's the physical part of it that can be happening, because it does all of a sudden start carrying oxygen to the brain when we yawn. But what's happening is there's a chemical reaction. There's things, chemical hormones, all these things are shifting so that we can start understanding and processing differently. And so that was something like when I was a kid, I used to get in trouble in class. The teachers would get on me I'd start yawning like crazy, and I wouldn't be able to stop yawning. And they would think that, I'm not getting enough sleep and I'm not paying attention and I'm bored in class. And I would get all this trouble. And then I grow up and I find out that that's actually because my brain, I have what they call dyslexia. I call it I have the gift of dyslexia. And so my brain doesn't work exactly the way everyone else's does. And so when that was happening for me, I know now that was my body's natural way of trying to work with me. But I was being taught by outside people to work against it. So now I work with it and yawn like crazy. And it's my teachers don't care, because they taught me that and they understand, and it's great. All right, guys. Sorry about Miss Princess over there. She wants to go play. And I guess if I open it up, let me go let her play and see what happens. Let's see what we get. Hopefully you guys don't get too crazy here, okay? Don't get too crazy. All right, let's move on to our food for thought. I gotta go. All right, Maddie, we love you. Thank you so much for being here, beautiful. Hopefully we'll see you back here tomorrow. Love you. All right, guys, I like to share with you guys always a little bit of inspirational reading. Part of my spiritual practice is food for thought every day, meditation, food for thought. Get some guidance, and then I come on and share with you guys. One of my favorite things to share is a guide for spiritual living, scienceofmindmagazine.com. You can get your own subscription. It's $5 a month. They have daily little food for thoughts that, again, when we examine what these beliefs are and these things, these thought processes, we can start to change our world. We can start to see what some of these things are that don't resonate with us anymore. What do we need to shed? Next time we shed our skin, what's going with it? What are the old beliefs going with it? And how do we get those to turn into old beliefs? Well, we start examining them and we look at our thought processes and we look at, well, what do we think? And does that resonate with our heart? What does this say? And then we start coming into new perspectives. I love you, Pauline. I love you. I love you. I hope so. I hope I inspire you to grow. That's my goal. I want to inspire all of us to grow. As you grow, I grow. As I grow, you grow, because we're one. I love you. Thank you for showing up and being willing to do the work, being willing to grow. All right, guys. Hey, Pauline, thank you for being bold enough to be found. That's our title for the day. I'm just saying. I think that's yep, I love it. Oh, Miss Kelly, hold on, sweetheart. I just now all of a sudden got, okay, hang on. I got a whole bunch of stuff popped up. Oh, girl, there you are. New portal opened yesterday. Don't be surprised what happens. I know. It's beautiful. Kelly says, yesterday was a huge 22222. Don't be surprised where you go from here. And it's so true. Like things like we were saying earlier, things are manifesting like, remember yesterday we were really guided to connect to that imagination, to understand when we spend those times, that's a signal we're sending out to the universe that's manifesting for us, and our power of sitting in that imagination, right? So I might not be getting all of them, sweetheart, but I think I did. What's weird, I'm getting like a bunch at once. I get nothing, and then I'm getting a bunch all pop up at once. So all right, so today our title is Bold Enough to Be Found. And our first quote comes from Whoopi Goldberg today. Whoopi Goldberg says, art and life are subjective. Not everybody is going to dig what I dig, but I reserve the right to dig it. I love that. So I'm going to quote one more time from Whoopi Goldberg. Art and life are subjective. Not everybody's going to dig what I dig, but I reserve the right to dig it. And how true is that? How boring would it be, too? Think about how boring this world would be if we'd be robots. And there is nothing. I mean, that is one thing. Spirit is not into, like, robotics, obviously. Like, and I don't want to say robotics in that sense, but everything is unique. Everything has its own unique signature is what I'm getting at. Everything is a one of a kind. There's no duplicates in this planet. It's beautiful. All right, our second quote is from Ernest Holmes. Obedient to love's compelling inspiration, man dreams, designs, and builds some new creation. From love comes sculpture and the painter's art. The poet weaves a phrase that moves the heart. A powerful part of creativity is demonstrating the courage to be real and true to your own self-expressions. To be free to offer the gifts of your soul, you must move beyond concern of what others might think or say. You must learn to allow the spark of the imagination to catch fire. This happens not through attempting to please others, but through losing yourself to the lure of the depth of the unknown. There is someone who needs your inspirational offering. Are you living your life boldly enough so they may find it? Are you the one making the invisible visible by giving it form, dimension, sound, and pigment? Are you standing up and exposing your spirit? Only in sharing your gift will you ever know the satisfaction that comes from being a divine deliverer. It may not result in instant gratification, but there is a relief that emerges from getting your spirit out of the self and into the world. It's time where the unknown exceeds assurance. Boom is right. I can't write. Seriously. All right. Our affirmation for today is I find great joy in expressing my creative self for all the world to see. And that one we're going to repeat as well. I find great joy in expressing my creative self for all the world to see. Are you bold enough to be found? Are you bold enough to be you? Do you have the courage to do this shadow work and to step into who you really are and to shed those old beliefs and that old skin? Just saying. I know you do. You have it. Thank you, Brenda. I love you. Thank you. Thank you. You have it. You have it. I have it. We have it. We are one. Pauline says, this hit me. I told a friend today I started doing Reiki and how good it makes me feel. Yay! And Kelly says, oh my gosh, I literally put my light out to a friend on Facebook this morning that was looking at his situation in pain instead of light. Boom! Do you see? I love this. How Spirit's like, yay! Do you know what I love, you guys? I'm going to share with you guys this morning. My little self-talky self, I ordered food for myself rather than going out last night and getting it. You know, I ordered it in and I was kind of feeling like guilty for spending the extra money on myself to deliver it rather than that. And Spirit this morning, kind of the same thing to me, kind of laughed like, you know, it's funny you like, sometimes we only think of like when we're in that spiritual mode, but we don't realize we get to be that blessing. Like, you know, like I got to be a blessing for that delivery driver. He's like, you don't know what is going on in his world. And like, that could have been the one order that he needed to put him at the top of where he needed to be, or the one that was good, you know, whatever. I don't know. That was the Spirit's point, is I don't know, but I know that Spirit knows, and that I have to trust, right? That divine creativity coming through us, like that when we're inspired to do these things, rather than judging ourselves and beating ourselves up for it, like to step into what it is and why these desires, because we're really able to bless ourselves and get to bless myself and somebody else through doing it, right? So why would I waste any time? Even right now, I hear Spirit laughing at me. Exactly. Why would you waste any time judging yourself when you got to bless yourself and someone else? Hello. Did you guys see that light bulb come on right before you as I was showing like that? Did you see my divine 2x4? I just want to point out, you guys, you see my unicorn horn popping out here? My third eye. Just saying. All right, I'm being silly now. Let's go into pulling a card for Oracle cards. So we're going to do this the same way, kind of a surprise thing today. I'm going to take the first person that I get from TikTok and the first person I get from, yeah, we got time for two, from Facebook or YouTube, and pick a number between 1 and 4. To decide what deck. 3. All right. We definitely got 3 coming in hot and heavy over there in TikTok. And Kelly, you are up first, and we got number 2. 1, 2. All right. So we got Kuan Yin today. Kuan Yin and the Sacred Rebels coming in today. So number 3 was first. Let's see here what we got from the Sacred Rebels. I absolutely love these decks. I love them. Love them. Love them. I love the way this works. I love our life. All right, guys, there she is right there. Mm-hmm. Softly, softly, the tender touch. Number 20, by the way, in case anybody's curious if that resonates for any reason. Number 20. The feminine wisdom and guidance can assist you now. When we are at a point in life where we want to attain greater things, but don't necessarily have proportionately greater supply of energy at our disposal, it is time to work smarter rather than harder. This is the way of feminine wisdom. Oh my gosh, you guys, I literally just said that quote this morning. I texted it to somebody. I'm working smarter, not harder. I'm about to fall out of my chair right now. Seriously. However, a critical ignorance of the feminine way currently prevails. We are generally taught that it is more force we use, the more we try to make things happen, the more we will achieve. The feminine way is not about force, nor is it about driving, striving, pushing, or grabbing at what we can in order to create. It is about inviting what we wish for to come into the space we have provided for it, internally and in our lives. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation. Y'all hear that? I'm going to repeat that. Manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. And I'm going to repeat that one more time for those in the back. This method cultivates more energy, causes less stress, and attracts what is desired. It is manifestation by invitation rather than by will or force. There is an old story that the sun and the wind were debating about who was more powerful. After boasting about their prowesses, they made a wager. A man walked down the street with a coat on. The wind and the sun decided that whoever could force the coat off the man was the most powerful. The wind began demonstrating its impressive power. It blew and caught underneath the coat, pulling it and nearly ripping it right off the man. But the man wrapped his coat around himself more tightly to protect himself against the force of the wind. Eventually, perhaps temporarily out of puff, the wind gave up. The sun took over. He shone down, becoming brighter and brighter, until the man slipped off his jacket, slung it over his shoulder, and walked down the street, quite possibly wondering what was happening with the weather that day. The wind attempted to do by force what the sun was able to do by being. You are being asked to surrender your forcefulness, your determination, and your intense activity, even if it is just for this moment. Does this mean that you have to surrender the goals you were chasing through those endeavors? Certainly not. This is not about letting go of achievement. It is about understanding the process of manifestation in a more intelligent way. There is a way of creating that gives you energy and doesn't leave you utterly worn out. It is about allowing what you want to come to you. Be yourself absolutely, naturally, and with ease. Shine your light and allow your presence to invite that which you wish to receive. It is about cultivating an energetic affinity with what you seek rather than feelings of lack and need. Do you see the subtle but important difference? To feel what you are already in naturally abundant being who gratefully invites more of what you want into your life is rather different to feeling lack, fear, or wishing your world would change. It is a bit like dressing for the job you want, even if it is not yet the job you have. You energetically embody what you wish to attract more of into your life. Like attracts like. This oracle is bringing you a message that you do not need to push quite so hard to receive what is naturally coming to you. Your push comes from a place of uncertainty over whether or not you will succeed. You need to relax and have more faith in yourself. All things will come in time, rightfully and accordingly to loving wisdom. You are not immune to this. You shall have your time and shine too. Rebel against any voice of fear within you or around you that tells you otherwise. It's okay to become softer, to feel the energy of what you wish to attract into your life, and to act as though you were already that way. You are not fantasizing or daydreaming or failing to live in the real world if you do this. You are actually working with the feminine art of manifestation through gentle beingness and attraction. As you soften into becoming what you are seeking, what you wish for will not be able to resist your shining, inviting presence. This is a special message reminding you you've been working very, very hard. You have learned much and accomplished much. But it is now time to change your approach. Let go of any force in your approach to creation now. Everything serves a purpose, and learning the benefits and limitation of the more forceful way of manifestation through effort and willpower was a useful lesson. However, if you were to continue with that approach, it would stop working for you, because you are now beginning to create on a far greater scale than what is beyond what an individual can manifest through willpower alone. You are individually creating through your healing and art, but also contributing globally to new consciousness through your own spiritual growth. You are a part of a global healing manifestation process. You are, through your way of being in the world, helping to birth a new awareness. This new way will heal the human heart and bring it back into balance with nature. This is essential for the human soul to survive, flourish, and to cooperatively nurture the earth rather than destroy her natural resources. You may or may not be consciously aware of the extent to which this new way of manifesting through receiving rather than taking can actually help all of humanity. But nonetheless, it is playing an important role in greater human evolution. It is the power of attraction and magnetism, rather than that of striving and force, that will replenish your energy and restore your body, mind, and heart after your struggle. This change in approach will encourage the shift from head to toe that is essential for your individual well-being and for the greater human evolution. You need to heal so that you can help the world to heal. Does this give you absolute permission now in your own mind to take an easier approach to your sacred, rebellious, creative manifestation? I'm about to fall over, you guys. I can't even. That just, if that hit me, I don't know anybody else. Kelly says, manifestation by invitation. Yes. Be in the moment and allow it to flow. Let it flow. I've been asking my angels and guides for helping me in noticing when I am in lack mode or negative mode. Patience is a virtue. I love it. Kelly says, I asked my angels and guides to show me what I need to hear. And let me tell you, the dream I had last night was amazing. Boom. When we ask, Spirit answers. Spirit shows up. There's no doubt, right? I love it. Kelly says, do not let your ego hold you back. It's yours for the asking. Just ask and accept. So it is. Amen. Amen, sister. Yes. Boom. I love it. The dogs are going crazy. They're having a blast in there. I love it. The sun's popping out just in time for us. All right, guys, we have made it to the top of our not to the top of our hour, but not to the top of the hour, but the top of our hour. We've made it to our hour point. It's been a blessing and an honor to walk this journey with each of you this morning. Thank you guys so much for being here, for sharing, for liking, following, letting your friends know, helping us to grow, helping the page to grow, whether it be the YouTube, the Facebook, or the TikTok. Thank you guys so much for the expansion and the growth of this, because the wider we get, the more people we can reach, the more we elevate, right? That's what it's all about, expanding and reaching out. So let's do what we always do. Let's sing it out. Ow, my sister Mary Jo in the house. We're just getting ready to dance it out. You're just in time. We're going to do our gratitude song. You guys can follow along, sing along. I like to dance along with this. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much, sweetheart, for all those roses. Mwah. Gratitude before. Gratitude before me.
Gratitude behind.
Gratitude behind me.
Gratitude to the left of me.
Gratitude to the left of me.
Gratitude
Are you guys getting an echo today?
to the right of me. Gratitude above.
Gratitude above me.
Gratitude below.
Gratitude below me.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude all around.
Gratitude all around me.
I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful. We're meeting, sweetheart, if that works, unless you want it emailed.
I'm so grateful.
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 So grateful.
Gratitude before.
Gratitude before me.
Gratitude behind.
Gratitude behind.
Gratitude to the left.
Gratitude to the left of me.
Gratitude to the right of me.
Gratitude to the right of me.
Gratitude above.
Gratitude above me.
Gratitude below.
Gratitude below me.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude all around.
Gratitude all around me.
I'm so grateful.
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 So grateful.
I'm 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 so grateful.
Gratitude before.
Gratitude before.
Gratitude behind.
Gratitude behind.
Gratitude to the left.
Gratitude to the left of me.
Gratitude to the right.
Gratitude to the right.
Gratitude above.
Gratitude above.
Gratitude below.
Gratitude below.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful.
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 So grateful.
I'm 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 so grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful. Snoopy's singing along today.
I'm grateful. Gratitude before.
Gratitude before me.
Gratitude behind.
Gratitude behind.
Gratitude to the left.
Gratitude to the left of me.
Gratitude to the right.
Gratitude to the right of me. Sing it, Snoopy. Gratitude above me.
Gratitude below.
Gratitude below me.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude within.
Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful.
I'm so grateful.
So grateful.
I'm grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
I'm so grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful.
So grateful. I'm so grateful.
So grateful. So tell him, Snoopy.
Every day,
Summer day, summer day, I say that I'm grateful. I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. I truly love you all so very, very much. Have a beautiful, blessed day. And yes, Miss Kelly, we will meet in person. See you in an hour. I think it's 10:30. 10 or 10:30, but in an hour. I'll check my thing. But yes, I will see you shortly. Love and light to you. I love you guys all. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you so much. I didn't have to jump out of the tower. I gratefully came down. Yay! I'm so grateful to hear that. Don't jump. Don't do it. Well, and you know what? I know you can fly, sister. So either way, you'd fly. I love you. I'm always here if you need me. Text me, call me, message me. I love you. All right, guys. I will see you back here tomorrow. Same time, same bat channel. Have a beautiful, blessed day. If you would like to check out earthangelsheavensent.com if you're looking for any energy healing, Reiki sessions, card readings, any of that good stuff, hit me up. All right. Love you guys. See you back here tomorrow. Have a beautiful day.